Hi everybody, my name is Michelle Mink. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We so appreciate you being part of this virtual meeting that we're having. I just want to take a few moments just to ask you to sit up tall, shoulders back. Oh, I thought that was a fitness Zoom meeting. No, it's not. Okay, sorry. We have to try and make each other smile in these very extremely difficult times. In all seriousness, our gratitude is abundant for all of you wonderful Georgian Bay gals. We can't begin to thank you for your generosity in helping us make this community a better place. We know there are many charities out there that need our help, and we stand shoulder to shoulder to make a difference for them and for our community. So I want to just recall what we've done. So far, we have raised $138,000 almost for various charities like the Georgian Bay General Hospital, Huronia Hospice, Georgian Bay Cancer Support Center, Huronia Transition Homes, and the newest recipient is the Guest House Community Shelter and Hub. And we just can't thank you enough. It's just so great to be a part of such a wonderful group that has started with just a little idea that grew. So all we'd like you to do is sit back, relax, perhaps top up that favorite adult beverage that you're sipping on tonight, and I'll see you soon. So sorry I couldn't be at the last giving event last fall, but somebody in my house got a new hip. But right now we would love to hear from Huronia Transition Homes and Kathy Willis and just what they've been up to since our last event. Kathy?
Well, hello everybody. I wish I could be with you in person and tell you what a fabulous year it's been. And as you know, there's been challenges for all of us. What I really want you to know more than anything is that your structure and the way that you're donating to our community makes a huge amount of difference. And for a mid-sized not-for-profit like ours, Huronia Transition Homes, La Maison Rosewood Shelter, as you know us, it is a significant amount of money. Was our top donation last year. And just true to form, every dollar that you've given us has gone into making our expansion for women who have experienced human trafficking a much more comfortable place. And I'm sitting in the backyard right now because we're also doing some other work in the shelter, which was actually inspired by you in some ways, and the providing that nice space for the women. In one part of our program, we realized that we needed to do some work at La Maison Rosewood Shelter as well, because it is really important that when women land, they land in a really comfortable, beautiful space. And I think that begins a process of letting them know that they're really respected and they're worth it. And I just can't emphasize enough how important it is to have community women like you standing behind and supporting women, but standing behind and supporting your own community. And the structure that GB Girls Give uses really does make a difference. I mean, I'm a member, and it's not a hardship for me to make those donations, you know, a couple of times a year. But what I love is the impact of my donation. And that impact wouldn't be felt just with my own individual giving. I'm still going to be doing those pieces, but it's not the impact. And I know for some of the organizations that I work with, a donation of the size that we got will make a huge difference. So I hope you're all sitting back and enjoying your evening, maybe with a treat, you know, a special glass of wine, maybe some cheese or a nice tea, whatever you fancy, and be really proud of yourselves for making such a difference in our community. You got this, women. It's awesome. Thanks a lot.
I realized that we didn't have a spring giving, so it's amazing that we can get together this fall. And I also realized that tonight is not our normal social, but I think we have to be commended for thinking outside the box, making the use of our resources. That's what we have. So thank you to Barb and Ron for putting this all together, but still celebrating us, Gbay Gals Give. So cheers to us, ladies. Wonderful. We are so exciting, and let's celebrate who we are. So last month, our members nominated 19 charities, which shows the need in our community now more than ever. So we voted, and I'm delighted to introduce Nathan Sykes, the Chief Executive Officer of the Guest House Shelter in Midland, the recipient of our Fall Give. Nathan?
Hi, my name is Nathan Sykes. I'm the CEO at the Guest House Shelter in Midland, and I'm here to send a really sincere thanks to all the members of the Gbay Gals Give for your support. It's hard to start to know where to actually thank the Gbay Gals for your really wonderful support. The Guest House serves youth, adults, and families living with homelessness and deep poverty and the many issues that come with that. And certainly during the pandemic, it has become a lot more intensified. We serve anywhere from 18 to 25 people a night, and we provide community meals to around 25 people twice a day, every single day. Your financial donation certainly is tremendous, because it allows us to continue serving those people, to serve our guests, and also to prepare our space to welcome them back on site. However, I think the real gift of the Gbay Gals Give is the recognition, the support, and the affirmation of the great work that our staff and our volunteers do working with our vulnerable citizens. People like John and Susan and their family, to whom we introduced you in our letter of support. Their lives are forever better because of the help they received getting back on their feet, and also the confidence they gained learning where the community supports were available to them to stay on their feet, to stay together, and to stay happy. And that can't happen without the continued support of our community, and that's being led by the Gbay Gals Give. On that note, your support is also a call to action for us to continue to rally around the people we serve, our most vulnerable citizens. I hope that it is your hope as a group, as you voted to support the Guest House, that your vote would be heard and noticed across North Simcoe, and that it would help spark and keep the discussion going about what's happening in our community with regard to homelessness and affordable housing. And that it would also keep the discussion going about what we need to continue to do moving forward. Because when we talk about homelessness, a lot of times we forget we're not talking about numbers. We're not talking about a problem that's outside of ourselves. We're talking about people. It's our family, it's our friends, our neighbors, and our colleagues. These are the people who are experiencing the struggles to which the Guest House helps. And that really is the power of Gbay Gals Give in our community. So we really want to send our sincere thanks to everyone. We are looking forward to taking the steps necessary with the guidance of public health in the County of Simcoe to make our space safe, to welcome our guests back. and also to do whatever we can to help the increased numbers of people that we know are going to need help throughout the winter months as we continue to move through the pandemic. One thing that's becoming more clear, I think, to many people is that the security that we all like to think we have in terms of our housing and our finances really can be quite precarious. And during difficult times, normal people who never thought they would be in this situation find themselves in this situation. And one of the greatest gifts that we can do is to have them know that they are being supported. And in many cases, people are facing the choice between paying rent and keeping food on their table. And one of the great things that your donation allows us to continue to do is to help them with that choice. We will tell people, keep yourself housed, keep that roof over your head, and let us help you with other types of supports. And that really is a wonderful gift to give to people. And certainly during this time, it is something that is understood community-wide that this need is out there. And so thank you again to the Gbay Gal Gives for your leadership.
Hi, everyone. I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm Dr. Sue Lyons, and I'm so excited to be here with all of you tonight. I'd like to take a moment to thank Nathan for submitting his nomination to the Gbay Gals Give group of women. I think I can collectively say that the Gbay Gals are impressed that you have been able to reinvent the shelter space to accommodate for the new social distancing guidelines. We know that a large part of this donation you will need in order to make this happen. And speaking of a large donation, we are so excited that there have been more donations that have come in since we have taken that photo from last week. And you will find out shortly what that grand total will be. So Nathan, we wish you all the best of luck with your future success with managing the needs for all the individuals that the guest house shelter and its resources that they will need. And I know you, and now I would like to introduce you to Eve Stewart.
Thanks, Sue. If you're checking us out on Facebook and want to join Gbay Gals, or if you're a member and you have not yet donated, it's not too late. It's easy. Just go to the guesthouseshelter.ca and press the big red button on the homepage. I'd like to also take an opportunity for this virtual event to send a special thank you to Barb Coxworth and her man Ron for all of their efforts to put this event together and bring us together tonight in this virtual setting. Now I'm going to pass it over to Kathy Beefert.
Thanks, Eve. It's been a pleasure to meet all of our recipient charities over the last few years, and this year Nathan Sykes from the Guest House Shelter. Thanks to all our members again for your donations to this cause. We actually just found out this evening that how incredible you really are, and the tally of donations to the Guest House Shelter is $35,000. And I know it's going up from there because I got a couple of emails today of people that hadn't given yet and they're going to give tonight. So it'll probably go up just a little bit more. So this is amazing, and totally thanks to each of you for making it happen. I also want to take a minute just to thank our Gbay Gals Give committee. These members every season work towards making the impact in our community really possible. So it's always been a pleasure to be associated and to work with each of you. So I thank you very much. And now over to Lynn, who is our CAO of Gbay Gals Give. Thank you.
Hello, Lynn Wolfhard here. I am so proud to be a Gbay gal. I can't see you today, but I know you're all out there. When we started this in 2018, we thought we might get 50 women to come to our first social. 100 women came, and we've never looked back. You brought your friends, your mothers, your neighbors, and now we have 226 members. We worried about COVID and how it would affect our donation. We knew that some of our members have had a very difficult time, but it turns out we didn't need to worry. To raise $35,000 for the guest house is an amazing result. I wish I had a drum roll. Today, our total donations to our community have reached over $170,000. Congratulations to all our members. So raise your glass of wine or your cup of tea. I'm waiting for everyone to get their wine ready. Let's toast ourselves, Gbay gals. Back to you, Barb.
Okay, well, this is amazing. I'm so thrilled that we have, what is it, almost 50 people watching tonight, and others will join in, I'm sure, for the recorded version. I just want to let you know that we'll be presenting a few slides at the end. You can unmute yourselves if anybody wants to say hello or have a wave. We can have that going for about the last maybe 5-10 minutes of our event. So now we're going to bring back Michelle to finish off.
Ladies, we just can't thank you enough for being part of this virtual evening. We so appreciate you being members of this wonderful group of women who have made such an impact in our community. I want to wish you all the best as we forge ahead through these very uncertain times. I hope you stay safe, and I would love to be able to give you a big hug and see you in person next spring when we host our giving event. From a gal that loves hearts and hugs, see you soon.